good. All right, your next comedian is amazing. She's also been performing all over Colorado. Please give it up for Mimi Salonen.
Hi, you guys. Oh my gosh, we got front row people now. You guys are getting braver. I like it. I'm just going to move my stool over here, you guys. This is my security diary that I bring on stage with me. But I do feel personally victimized by Andrea right now because we have these Moms Unhinged journals now, and it says, as if I have time to journal. Yeah, okay. Yeah, buy some merch, guys. That's all I'm going to say. I'm Mimi Salonen. I get called Mimi Salami sometimes, too. I was an Allen before Salonen. I really should have stuck with that, you know? Would have been so much easier. I have 2 kids, and I have a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old. So I was celebrating Mother's Day in, you know, the sweetest ways possible last Sunday. Anyone else? No. Would you all say you had good Mother's Days or bad Mother's Days? Oh my gosh. You must all be raising angels. I feel like I'm at the stage of Mother's Day where you really are just like seeing how good of a husband you have, you know? But I do have a good one, so it feels nice. Sorry. Sorry about that. No, but I was on Instagram and I saw my friend's post and she had gone on like a lovely hike. I was like, where was that at? And she goes, oh, that's Seaman Falls, up the Pooter Canyon. What the hell, Colorado? What are we doing? What are we doing? Some men name that shit. For sure. For sure, right? Oh my gosh. No, I was driving home with my beloveds, my little chillins, the other day. And I do have a need for speed, but I don't want to be stereotypical. I am a terrible driver, okay? Anybody else that's a bad driver out there? It's a safe space, ladies. Okay. Are you a slow bad driver or are you a fast bad driver? Fast good driver? She's like, I'm a fast good driver. Okay. I like that energy. I would like to say the same, but I've gotten in several car accidents to prove differently. But now I'm a mom, right? And I'm carrying precious cargo with me. So it's turning out of Target, as one does, right? Buying my Bluey merch. And so thug life, so thug. So I was turning out, and I was in a 3-turn, and I was in the middle, and I turned into the far lane, and I instantly, like, I knew it as soon as I did it, and I was like, oh, and like the anxiety hit, you know, like that little, oh. And my kids were like, oh. And so then I got onto the highway, onto I-25, right? And I'm gonna need for speed, so I was like, all right, triple checking my blind spot, right? But someone was in my blind spot, and I didn't see him, and so I merged over there. Going 80, you know. Before we were going 15 and almost killed the kids, and now I was like, let's take it up to 80 and merge on over here. But as soon as I did it, I was like, and I'm swearing to myself out loud, you know, I'm like, ah! My kids are like, what's wrong, mommy? And I was like, hey, bud, nothing, you're totally safe. You're fine, I wouldn't be worried if I were you. But mom is having like a smidge of anxiety because I just almost got us in a couple wrecks. And you really got to pay attention when you're driving, you know? And he was like, we are teaching kids great things. If anyone's worried about public schools, don't be. Because my son, he goes, oh, Mom, look out the window. See the mountains. See the trees. Yeah, he was grounding me. And my 5-year-old daughter, you know, she goes, if you don't give me a piece of gum, I'm gonna kill you. That girl's unhinged, okay? That girl's unhinged. But I do look in the mirror every day and know where she got it from, so that feels nice. It does feel nice to know. I hate having to be a good parent, though. Anyone else? It is so fucking exhausting to be a good parent. To be a Bluey parent who plays with your kids. Actually, I do love play. I'm really good at that. It's the responsibility part of the rest of my life, and I'm like not as good at. Okay, it's great. But I hate teaching them things because, I mean, hands down, right? That joke doesn't have to go any further. But it will. No, so my daughter is learning to read, and I'm so proud of her. You know, the first child, he went through, and I was like checking in with the teachers about things, you know? And I feel like I don't know how people do more than 2 kids, because my second one is getting such a shittier version of me that I don't even know what a third child would get from me, you know? In fact, my mom, when I was, I'm the baby of 3. Any other babies in the house? We have had it the hardest, right? Yeah, we know. Don't know. This is all firstborn bullshit murmurs back around here. I don't like your murmurs, I won't have them, all right? The babies have it the hardest. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get booed off this stage by a lot of like responsible firstborn people, okay? Thank you, older sister. No, so when my sister was born, my mom signed, I'm gonna tell her her full legal name, she signed it, Kathleen Ann Allen, okay? My brother was born, Kathy Allen. I was born, fucking K.A. She initialed my birth certificate. How busy were you that day, Mom? Are you kidding me? Oh my God. So, anyways, so I'm checking in with my daughter's teacher. It's the very end of school, right? And I'm not really. I'm just there. And she's like, "Hey, remember how she's on a reading plan?" And I was like, "Yes, I did. Yeah, of course I do." She's like, "You know how she was below reading average?" And I was like, "Yeah, uh-huh." She goes, "Well, I just want you to know she's way above. She's in the blue section, which I guess is good, you guys, in case you're wondering. Blue is a good number to be in for reading." And I was like, "That's great. We knew she'd get there. You know, she's a kindergartner." I saw my alphabet for the first time in kindergarten, you guys. So the fact that my kids can read, I'm like, bravo. But I was like, hey, I should be checking in with her reading a little bit more. So had her read me a story. She did the whole story. So now as I'm driving with her, I'm like, let's do road signs. So I tell her, you know, that's speed limit right there. And she's like, oh. And then she's doing her numbers, right? Okay. So that was my good parenting. You guys see it? You guys see what I was trying to do there? Y'all know it's already gonna, you've been foretold on this story, haven't you? So now, Mom, it's 35. Mom, it's 35. Mom, 45. Mom, how fast are you going? Mom, are you going the speed limit? Mom, it's 35 now again. Mom, why do they have speed limits? I'm like, I've got like a mini police officer in the back of my car now. I didn't need that. I didn't need that stress going to Costco. It's getting expensive out there, don't you think, though? Anybody been to Costco recently? Yeah. I just drop my kids off there now. I think it's a daycare. I'm like, $1.50? Like, go. You know, I'm teaching them to, like, go with other parents and look like one of their kids and kind of fit in so that those sample ladies will just give them the sample without me having to be there. I was there today. I mean, I did go with my daughter today, and the gal was like, "Is your mom, where's your family, little girl?" And I'm like, "Back here." She's like, "Mm-hmm. Okay, I was just checking, you know, because kids these days." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think kids are lying that much about trying to get samples, honestly. I think that was a problem we didn't have." I remember going to Costco. My mom would just feed us on those samples. She'd be like, "Go around again, put a hat on or something. I don't know. Get back out there. Do not bother me in this cart." You know, that's what you need in life. But I went there the other day, and without like a big purchase there, okay, guys, I'm not talking about that. Throw out some Costco high level numbers, like a grocery A grocery shopping week. What do we got? What's the highest? 400. Yeah, spent that today. That was fun. 600. Okay, yeah, I feel that. I went the other day, and the cashier had the audacity to tell me I had spent $700. I was like, well, number one, not taking a gummy before I go to Costco again. That was a bad idea, you know? And so I was like, all right, well, so with that little situation, I knew I had fucked up, right? But I didn't even know what to put, put back at that point. You know, I'm just like in a full sweat. I was like, all right, so I paid. And then I went home and I said, honey, I messed up, all right? I did something bad. He was like, oh, you overspent at Costco? And I was like, yeah. It's like $700. And he was like, what? I said, well, hold on. Don't get too mad, because two things. Number one, that lady doesn't know we don't even have $700. I handed over that credit card like, whoop, no problem. So, family name, the Salami Salonen family name, it's still in check, all right? Don't have to go to Allen. And then number two, I was like, if you don't care about protein, we are gonna be good for days. So many snacks. I mean, just so, like, if you wanna live off fruit by the foot, we're good, all right? I'm Mimi Salonen. Thank you guys so much.